Hey, how's it going everyone? James Romero here at SwitchWatch. Smite is now available to play in closed beta for everyone that buys the Founders Pack. I've been very excited about this one, and we've had a lot of questions about what does this game look like in handheld, how does it perform, how does it play? So we thought we'd cobble together some footage and share it with you. Let's jump in. When you first load up the game, you'll be taken through a short tutorial that teaches you the game's mechanics and basic controls. I noticed during this tutorial that the colours look really nice, and it's not the newest of games, but it has been ported very well to the Switch, as we saw with Paladins from Hi-Rez Studios as well. Now, one of the things I mentioned in my Smite Switch guide, which talks to you a little bit about everything you need to know coming into this game, you can check that out by clicking up at the top right, is the cross progression and cross play. This game features both of those things. So cross progression means you can take your progress from other platforms onto the Switch. Unfortunately, the PlayStation 4 isn't enabling this, but that's nothing new here. That's something that has been going on quite a few different games. And cross-platform play means you can get to play with your mates. Again, not on the PS4, but you can play with your friends on Xbox One and also on PC. Now, it's not just about playing with your mates, it also means you're more likely to get a nice quick entry into playing a game. Certainly something that you definitely want in an online game like this one. Now, after you finish your tutorial, it's about getting straight in to the arena mode. This is the first time we got to play against other players online, and so it's all about performance. It's one thing having a nice looking game on the screen when you're playing offline, but what's it actually like when you take it online? And as you can see, well, pretty damn great. I haven't seen any performance issues in my short time playing with this game. With a lot of things going on the screen and 5v5 mode in arena, I did wonder if there might be some issues, but I haven't seen any. If you're not familiar with arena mode, this is the game's entry mode that is a little bit easier to grasp than some of the others. Both teams start at 500 points, and the first team to get down to 0 loses. You deduct points from the enemy by killing their gods, but also by doing a few other things. There are minions that are spawned in waves, and they attack your opponent. Usually they meet together in the middle, but killing these helps speed up your leveling and also deducts points from your opponent. There are other things too. There are buffs that you can get, and minions will try to reach the opposite end's portal. If they do, they deduct points from the enemy. So it's all about defending your base whilst attacking theirs, but most of the action takes place in the middle. There are a couple more things as well. There are guardians, which are big bad mobs that are spawned after you've killed 10 opponent gods. Having a Joy-Con on either end of the console isn't quite the same as having a full-fledged Pro controller. But here, I have to say, the controls do feel really fluid and smooth. The twin sticks move nicely and the rate feels good on them. And I could definitely see myself playing on the move, which is something that you're never quite sure of with this type of game. Now, obviously, you do have to be online. So when I say on the move, I really mean on the loo, upstairs in bed, that kind of thing. So here you can see I'm taking on the role of a mage. Not very well. It's a tough game to get into, like all mobbers are. Although I will say this one is a bit easier than others. So if you have some experience, you will find this a little bit less tricky, though you might find the over-the-shoulder camera viewpoint slightly different. I think personally this works really well on a console, but especially a handheld one where the screen isn't the biggest, and so looking from a top-down perspective doesn't give you a great view, whereas looking a bit more forward can let you see more enemies and all that kind of stuff. So overall, I've got to say that my first impressions are really good. For anyone wondering, playing on another console or another platform, what does it play like on the Switch? Well, I have to say, really good. I've been playing it on the TV for quite some time, and now that I've given it a go on the handheld also, I'm yet to see any glaring issues. The controls feel really good, the graphics look good, and the performance seems to be pretty good also. I'm going to carry on playing this one now, and I'll be popping up a review over the coming days, so keep an eye out for that. As I said, there is a Smite Switch guide that we've put together to help newer players, or just to give you a bit of an idea of the things you really do need to know about this game coming onto the Switch, and you can check that out by clicking up above. Let me know your thoughts. Has anyone else out there jumped in? If you have, share your Switch code down below and let's see if we can get a few people playing it together. I'll see you on the next one. I'm James Romero. This is SwitchWatch. Take care all.